Welcome back to another episode of Junkie with Junior and
Weston.
got a little maintenance project. The old red snapper is starting to get some hours on it after all the summertime cutting we've got going on down here in Florida. So it's time to change some oil. But I'm not going to do it. We've got to pass this stuff on to the younger generation of how to do this stuff. You can't just take this thing down to the old quick stop and change in town. You got to do it yourself. So your man Weston right here is going to have to change his own oil. Let's get to it. All right, pull the old dipstick out of there and wipe her off, boy. Lift her up. There you go. All right, now instead of draining it, we're gonna suck it out of here. So we're just gonna put this tube down in because we got the old Sucko-Matic 3000 here that you're gonna pump just like an old-fashioned bicycle pump. Grab your handle there and start pumping. There it comes. All right, think we're at the bottom of it there, boy. Oh, shrew. Out with the old, in with the new. All right, what you got there? You got your funnel installed. Oh, yeah, you got the little annoying foil thing off there, the seal. I hope you so you don't spill any, because it gets messy when you do that. Just go ahead and pull it back. There you go. All right, just set that right here. We'll get it in a minute. Okay, and I think it holds about a quart, so we'll start with a quart, and then we can check it. Just pour it in there, nice and easy, greasy. So we got the old pen grade green oil in here, the original green oil. And some people might think that's a little crazy that we run such a high-end oil in our lawnmower, but the way I see it, this lawnmower's got a flat tappet cam, just like any V8 automotive application, where if you don't have zinc, you will wipe out the cam. Now, obviously, it's not as critical in a lawnmower because she ain't got quite the valve spring pressure for all those high RPMs and serious horsepower stuff, because remember, we're dealing with 12.5 HPs here. But you can never go wrong with good quality motor oil, so we got that first quart in there. We'll let that drain down some and run down off that dipstick tube there, and then old boy can put the dipstick in there and see where we're at, huh? All right, got to start somewhere. Go ahead and get your dipstick. Let's see what we got. And your rag. Definitely need that. Okay, stick her down in there. Let's have a look at what you got. You know what? It's a little bit of both full. Okay, we'll stick it back in. So maybe a quart's a little stout on there, but go ahead and put your stick back in. Now, it does not have an oil filter like a car, but I still like to crank it up, let that oil slosh around in there, and get wherever it needs to go. So go ahead and fire up, and we'll let it idle for a little bit. Get the whoops. Just a little bit. You don't have to go that far. Okay. Woo, baby! Must have did something right. Purrs like a tiger. All right, go ahead and shut her down. Okay, pull her out of there. Let's see what we got again. Let's make double sure on the side that has the marks there. Hold it, running a rag. And you're pretty close. Wipe it and let's check it one more time. It's kind of hard to tell because a lot of times what happens is that oil from where you poured it in, it stays on the side of that tube and the stick will rub it, and it's hard to tell when you check it this quick. So sometimes it's actually easier if you come back and do this a while from now. We're a little bit low. Okay, go ahead and wipe that off, and we'll add a little bit more to it. I'm not going to go the full bottle. We'll just give her a little bit. That's probably good. Okay, we'll let that run down and we'll check it again. There you go. Grab a dipstick. Oh man, you are right at the bottom of the hash marks. Let's put a skosh more in her and you'll be good. Grab your bottle, we'll put just a hair. So that means this thing holds roughly 1.5 quarts of oil-ish, give or take. Okay. Alright, grab your stick. Let's check her again. I think we might be there. Hold your rag under it so it don't drip. Oh man, you are there. You've got some fresh motor oil in that lawnmower. Put her there. Alright. That dude's ready to cut some grass again. Sweet. No, I don't have to do it. Alright, so I'd say you're about ready to cut some grass tomorrow after church, huh? So we got fresh oil, check. Tars, check. They're good. Petrol. Gasolinas. How you looking? About like your father, a little less than a half tank. Alright, let's top this dude off. Now, when you really want to cut some grass like a pro, go over here to the old racing section. And we just happen to have a little bit of fuel left from the side-by-side race last weekend. So might as well put it in the mower, then cut some grass a little bit faster, I reckon. Can't hurt nothing, right? A little bit of unleaded good stuff here. Good. And she's full enough. Gonna fill it up all the way because it's gonna sit on the trailer for tomorrow in the sun a little bit, so don't want that gas to get too hot and expand and spill out and make a mess. There we go. She's full now. What do you have to say for yourself, young man? That's how you change your oil?
That's how you change your oil.
All right. So any pointers for anybody if they want to do it themselves? Always have a rag handy. That's a good one. Make sure to have your oil before you suck the old stuff out, and then you can't drive your mower nowhere. That's it. I mean, pretty much let her rip, Tater Chip. That thing's ready to cut. Well, that'll do it for today. Thanks for watching another episode of Junk Move Jr. Hope you enjoyed it. This boy's got some grass to cut tomorrow. We will see y'all next time. So always remember, folks, take those few extra minutes, slow down whatever you're doing. You got to pass it on to the young ones. If you don't, they're never going to pick that stuff up and learn how to do it. What's going to happen in the future if people don't know how to do their own stuff like this? I mean, yeah, they can always pay somebody to cut their grass, but eventually that guy that's cutting your grass, he's going to need his junk worked on too. So you got to keep this wheels of progress going here and passing it on to the young ones. Just, you got to slow down just a little bit. The world's way too fast-paced. Back her down a notch and everything will be all right, folks.